Hello guys, welcome back to the Only Recaps channel. In this video I am going to explain one off the romantic movie from 2015, Lady Chatterley's Lover. The story is based on a woman whose husband is injured in the war and then he is unable to meet his wife's personal needs, due to which she fulfills her needs with her servant. Today we will see this recap of the story. At the beginning of the movie, we see some people who are working in a mine when suddenly there is an explosion and a man named Oliver who worked in the mine runs to help and took the people out, and one of them named Teddy died and took the body to his house. Then at the party we see a beautiful girl named Connie who is approached by a man named Clifford Chatterley, and he was very rich, and after talking like this for a while they both became impressed with each other. They both started dancing together, but Connie's friend Duncan does not like it at all, but he also loves Connie. Now the union of these two turns into love and they both marry each other and take a marriage for that they will always be loyal to each other and never leave each other's side. Now the marriage of the two is going well. But the very next day Clifford had to join the army because he was a soldier. While there, Clifford is injured and sent back home. Today Clifford is coming home, so everyone was very happy and stood outside the house to welcome him. Connie is very happy to see Clifford, but then we see that Clifford's entire life where abdomen is paralyzed after being injured in battle. He was helpless with his condition and he came in thanking everyone. Connie is happy to see Clifford alive, but inside she is very sad. Such a day will come in their happy life. No one thought of this. Suddenly Clifford tries to kill himself, but Connie stops him and assures him that she will always be with him. In the next scene we see Oliver writing a letter to his fiancée. This time Oliver was not working in a mine. This time he was at war. A few days later when Oliver comes home he sees his fiancée with another man, and he leaves her without seeing her. A few days later Oliver went to Clifford to ask for a job. While Clifford was talking to him, he learned that Oliver was working inside him in the war. Clifford is impressed with him and gives him a job caring for the birds. He buys a car for himself to be lame. When he walks around in it, he feels like his legs are back. Then he visits Oliver one day with Connie. Oliver lived in a cottage built in the woods and took care of the birds. There, Connie meets Oliver for the first time. On the way back, Connie gives Oliver a single, but Oliver does not understand her. The next day, a maid approaches Connie and informs her that Oliver wants the key to her cottage. This time, Connie goes to give him the key herself. Then when she reaches out to Oliver, Oliver does not talk to her right and tells her that you don't need to take any trouble. Connie gets angry at Oliver's behavior. She lives in anger. The next day, Oliver writes later to Connie, apologizing for his behavior. Connie goes to her cottage to meet him again, where Oliver was working with his son of. When Connie sees her body also catches fire. Seeing this, she can't control herself and starts approaching. But then Oliver saw her and put his shirt back on because he respected Connie. Connie loved that place. That's why she tells Oliver that I will come here every day to paint. This time Oliver says I will clear this place for you and I will go somewhere else. Connie says he don't need to go anywhere from here, and why are you running away from me? Here Connie gets angry at Oliver and leaves. But then the rain comes, so she goes to his cottage with Oliver where they kept themselves warm by lighting a fire. Oliver then leaves because he understands Connie's intentions. Connie asks him, why are you running from me? Then Oliver tells her that I am not running from you. I am not afraid because if Connie finds out about us, I will also lose my job. Now Oliver turns Connie hot and cold. So from there she went to her house. One day Connie tells Connie that I am so sorry we don't have a child. With that Connie tells her I am trying to hurt, and he starts giving him electric shock to heal his body. Clifford was screaming in pain, and finally when Connie could not see his pain she stops Clifford. Clifford fails and cries. The next day Connie goes to the woods and sits there reading a diary while hearing the sound of Oliver working, and she immediately went to him. On reaching there he sees little mice and cries to see them. Clifford sees two children and thinks of her own children which will never be born. Now seeing Connie cries, Oliver approaches her and hugs her, also starting to like Connie. So he talks her to his cottage with him where they are intimate. Now Connie stays with Oliver all day, and when evening comes, Oliver goes with her to drop her off at home. Before leaving, Connie asks Oliver if you regret what you did. Oliver tells her no, because I love you and you are only mine. That night a very strong came. Oliver was missing Connie very much. That's why he drinks a lot. Meanwhile, Connie sleeps drips away, unable to sleep because of Oliver's memories. Then looks out the window at the lights of Oliver's house and unable to stop herself. She went to Oliver and a maid of the house sees her go. Oliver was waiting there for Connie. He says to Connie, I did not think you will come to meet me. This time Connie tells him, "I will never leave you alone." Then they both got intimate there. One day there was a party at Clipper's house. Why Duncan came. Clipper sees Connie and Duncan dancing together. He did not like it at all. The next morning Clipper tells him, "I want Connie to give birth to a child. That is important to you than your husband." Connie gets very angry at this, to which Clipper tells her, "It does not matter to me. You have a baby with anyone. Just be my child." Now, enraged by this, Connie approaches Oliver and becomes intimate with him. One day Connie finds out that she is pregnant. Tell Clippers about this. Clippers is very happy to hear that, but Clippers asks Connie the man's name, but Connie does not say the man's name. One day Clippers goes to visit Oliver and asks Connie to go with him. As the two of them live, Oliver comes up behind and kisses Connie. While the two were kissing, Clippers called out to Connie. Clippers' car stuck in the mud. Then Oliver comes in and starts pushing his car, and at this time he coughed loudly. While Oliver was walking in the mines, his lungs went bad. Now Oliver finally pulls his car out of the mud and walks away. After some time, Connie approaches Oliver, who angrily tells her that he was wasted his life by walking in their mines for 12 years, and that he is then sent to France to fight. Oliver says, "My life is not like yours, so you go to your husband." One day Connie's mate Bolton arrives at Oliver's cottage, where she finds Connie's diary and realizes that the baby in Connie's womb is Oliver's. One day Clippers throws a party at home for the arrival of a new baby. But then Bolton arrives and she tells Clippers that Connie's baby is Oliver's. When Connie meets Clippers, Clippers gets angry at her. Connie then goes to Bolton and asks her, "Who told you that?" But Bolton does not tell her anything about this. Connie thinks Bolton thinks Oliver said, but Bolton says he did not tell me anything. Now Connie cries about this and tells her that "I love Oliver so much." Then Bolton comes to her and apologizes to her and tells her to hurry or your husband will kill him. Hearing this, Connie runs to Oliver's house and finds no one there. Here he cries seeing this, but then Oliver arrives and Connie sees him and hugs. We then see Connie come to Clifford's house, and when Oliver comes here, the two of them starts arguing. Finally, Connie and Oliver left Clifford's room. Connie and Oliver then move far away from the Clipper and stay together forever, and that's how the movie ends. I hope you enjoyed the explaining of film story. Please hit that subscribe button to get notified for next videos.